Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB matches that is happening on Sunday, August 20th, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. Seattle Mariners vs Houston Astros. Take Houston on the money line. And here is why. Emerson Hancock is expected to take the mound for Seattle. He went 5 innings, gave up 9 hits, 5 earned runs, 0 walks, and struck out 1 in a no decision against the Kansas City Royals. He has a record of 0-0 in 2 starts with a 5.40 ERA, 1.40 WHIP, and a 4/3 KBB ratio on the season. Opposing batters are hitting .289 against Hancock this season. Seattle has been fairly average on offense this season. They are around the middle of the league in runs, home runs, RBIs, walks, OBP, SLG, and OPS. The Mariners' pitching staff has been good this season. They are top 10 in the league in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, home runs allowed, walks allowed, strikeouts, WHIP, and batting average against. Despite having a good record, Seattle is third in a tough AL West division. The Mariners are currently sitting just outside of a wild card spot and will need to continue to play well to get in the playoffs. Emerson Hancock is set to take the mound for only his 3rd appearance as a starter in the MLB. Unfortunately, his previous start didn't go as planned. He pitched 5 innings, allowing 9 hits, 5 earned runs, and striking out 1 against the Kansas City Royals, resulting in a no decision. Hancock's upcoming start presents a challenge as he's up against one of the league's top offenses. The Astros are consistently ranked within the top 10 or just outside it in key offensive categories such as runs, hits, home runs, RBI, walks, strikeouts, OBP, SLG, and OPS. While the Mariners have been performing well recently, the Astros are also on a hot streak. Given the significance of this matchup for both teams, and considering the advantage of playing at home against a pitcher with only 2 prior MLB starts, it's likely that the Astros will emerge victorious in this game. For our second pick, take the over, 8.5 runs. And here is why. Houston is expected to trot out Hunter Brown. He came out of the bullpen and pitched 2 innings and picked up a win in his last time out. Brown has a record of 9-8 with a 4.16 ERA, 1.28 WHIP, and a 138/39 KBB ratio in 22 starts and 23 appearances this season. Opposing batters are hitting .257 against Brown. The Astros have been very good on offense this season. They are top 10 or just outside the top 10 in the league in runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, walks, strikeouts, OBP, SLG, and OPS. Houston's pitching staff has been very good this season. As a team, they are top 10 in ERA, hits allowed, runs allowed, strikeouts, and batting average against. The Astros sit 2nd in the AL West. They have been good on offense and pitching this season. They cannot get comfortable, however, as they do not have a comfortable lead in the wild card. The Mariners have been getting hot on offense, and the Astros have been good on offense all season. Emerson Hancock will be making just his 3rd career MLB start, and he struggled in his last outing. Hunter Brown's position in the starting rotation is not secure. Brown came out of the bullpen in his last outing and struggled in his last start. Both starting pitchers will struggle in this contest. This will be a higher scoring game and the over will hit. San Francisco Giants vs Atlanta Braves. Take Atlanta with the money line, and here is why. San Francisco has lost 3 of their previous 4 games, including a 4-0 shutout at the hands of the Braves in the first game of their 3-game set on Friday. The Giants' offense has been missing in action this week, scoring 3 runs or less in 7 of their last 8 contests. San Francisco's tough week has left them 10.5 games behind the Los Angeles Dodgers, who went 9-1 in their last 10 games in the NL West, and 7.5 games back in the wild card race. Fried has displayed effectiveness when pitching at home during this season, maintaining a 1-1 record, along with a 3.38 ERA and a 1.34 WHIP. Notably, the Braves have emerged victorious in the last 3 games where Fried was the starter. On the contrary, the Giants have encountered difficulties on the road, having lost their past 4 series, 2 of which resulted in complete sweeps against them. San Francisco's struggles extend to their recent performance against the spread, losing 7 of their last 9 games overall and 5 out of their last 6 on the road. Their batting performance has been less than stellar, recording a meager .174 batting average and a .267 slugging percentage in their most recent 7 games away from their home field. Compounding the challenges for the Giants, the Braves have showcased their dominance at home, winning over 65% of their home games in 2023. Impressively, they have managed to sweep 4 series at home in recent months. Furthermore, the Braves have demonstrated their consistency, winning 7 of their last 8 games against the spread. Given these trends and statistics, the scales appear to be tipped in favor of a Braves triumph on the upcoming Sunday afternoon. Our second pick is take the over 9.5 runs. The Braves have gone over the run total in 3 of Fried's previous 4 starts. The Giants have gone over the run total in 3 of their last 5 road games. They rank in the top 10 in the league in average runs scored per game on the road with 4.90 and score almost a full run more on average in road games than they do at home. The Braves have produced a healthy .289 batting average with a .529 slugging percentage in their previous 7 games. Atlanta ranks first in the league in average runs scored per game and slugging percentage, so they are certainly capable of scoring quickly in bunches against the Giants' pitching staff. They have scored 6 runs or more in 5 of their last 8 games. The stats strongly suggest the game between the Braves and the Giants in the series finale will go over the run total. Boston Red Sox vs New York Yankees. Take the Red Sox with the run line. And here is why. The Red Sox picked off the series opener on Friday night to give them a 6-4 mark over their 10 games prior to Saturday. Pitching has been decent in that stretch, allowing 3 or fewer runs on 6 occasions. Overall, Boston's staff sits 18th with a 4.37 team ERA and tied for 22nd with a .255 opponent batting average through 122 games. With a plethora of injuries, the starting staff has been a mess this season, going 39-40 with a 4.61 ERA and 102 home runs allowed. Their bullpen does have a 4.09 ERA, a 25-18 record with 36 saves in 46 changes, and 45 fewer home runs allowed in just 89 innings less work. In the head-to-head matchups this season, Boston has unquestionably dominated, holding a commanding 6-1 lead in the first 7 encounters. Notably, Boston's recent victories have been quite significant as they have secured wins in the last 5 matchups with an average margin of 4.6 runs per game. Their performance over the past 10 games stands at an impressive 7-3, while the Yankees have faced challenges with a 2-8 record during the same period. It's worth mentioning that the Yankees have struggled when Schmidt starts, with a record of 11-16. Schmidt, the Yankees' right-handed pitcher, has confronted the Red Sox twice this season, resulting in no decisions due to receiving minimal offensive support in each game. Regrettably, both of these encounters resulted in team losses. Currently, the Yankees find themselves in a state of decline, and there seems to be no immediate recovery on the horizon. Their lack of cohesion plays to Boston's advantage. On the contrary, Boston has managed to regroup effectively after some internal conflicts a couple of weeks ago. This sets up a favorable situation for Boston to decisively defeat their long-standing rivals. Take the under for our second pick. And here is why. In the first 7 matchups this season, these two have averaged 8.3 runs total per game, with the under ruling the series with a 5-2 mark. That's been the way of things for Boston lately, the under going 8-2 in their last 10 games and 5-5 in the Yankees' last 10. New York's offense has been riding the struggle bus, shut out twice in the past week and scoring more than 3 runs just 2 times over their last 8 games. Boston's offense is doing fine, but they don't put up a colossal amount of runs by any means, and they only scored 3 earned runs off of Schmidt over the 2 games they faced him.